Good morning, guys. Just still in a bit of a Fairly Odd Parents kick here. I did this sketch earlier because I had the colored pencils. I do have to go to work, so I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do this for. And a little bit of this. I think I have another idea for a Fairy Timmy, because I did have, this is my kind of idea of him, but I kind of like some other people's idea of a Fairy Timmy, because still keeping my Anti-Fairy Timmy the way it is, but because it works with Nega Timmy, because people forget there's a Nega Timmy. There was like one of the, in the first season, I think they had him, and then people forget because they've been watching so long. It isn't, it literally has its own episode. You get an idea what Nega Timmy gives you an idea what Anti-Fairy Timmy would be like. So you could work on with that. Just saying. Anywho, I thought I'd do another sketch. Just see where I can fit in. It might only be just a pencil sketch, or it might be able to full color, because I had to draw Hazel. I love Hazel. She's cute. And I wanted to get her right with her hair and everything, because she has beautiful, curly, messy hair. Just like any 10-year-old who hasn't figured out how to take care of their hair yet, and they have curly hair, and I know my hair isn't thick, but it is curly, and when you do not take care of it, it is a mess. Especially when you're a kid and you're still learning how to take care of it, and your parents are not doing it for you anymore, and you have to figure it out yourself. It's going to be a mess. So, her hair is gorgeous, though. I love the curls, so I have a bit more fun playing around with this character's hair, because she is very different from some of the other characters Fairly Odd Parents had before in the original series. They didn't have curly hair, like absolute messy, so I'm totally loving that. And I still love how Wanda and Cosmo are, and, you know, having a bit of fun. Anyway, I wanted to try and draw another Fairy Timmy now that I've got my own little reference there. I want to go more for what other people's versions of, like, I want to keep Human Timmy as Human Timmy, but there's going to be like a Fairy Kid version that pops up as a thank you gift for raising such a good god kid, and they know the whole Secret Wish thing had a little bit about how they did forgive Tim and give him his fairies in the end after all, because they didn't realize the only reason Timmy made that wish wasn't really for selfish reasons, because he really, really loved his fairies, and he didn't want to, you know, lose them. And they said, oh, we've never seen such a thing. So I feel like a little, especially like in the anniversary of when Cosmo and Wanda first got Timmy after thousands of years, and Timmy's like the human Timmy's not grown up, but they like, and they need like a fairy that's always constantly there to help save, so they're like, but they'll have to raise him up again, which is interesting enough. So now let me just see if I can just remember all my sketchings. Yep. But we're gonna have to, now that I think about it, because if Human Timmy, I like to theorize that Human Timmy still remembers them, but he doesn't want to forget, so he doesn't say anything. So we're gonna do a new Fairy Timmy version. I like Timmy. He's not actually that bad of a kid, but I mean, I know he had his flaws, though, because he was stuck around a lot of selfish people. So we're doing a new version of Fairy Timmy, where I have, like, this idea. He was, like, popped out of a flower, a special flower that ended up growing somewhere in Fairy but near Cosmo Wanda's house, all of a sudden pops up. So thank you for saving the universe a few times with that particular Timmy. And they feel like they need another hero version of Timmy. Like, of course, like, they realize they have a problem if Timmy isn't there to save them again, because not all the time was the problems in Fairy World Timmy's fault, actually. Like, I remember he made outlandish wishes, but I mean, I understand why Timmy made the wishes he made. So we're going to try and do a new Fairy Timmy. So I'm going to just try and do a little sketch here. So they had to do another version of him, like, have all the memories of Tim, because Timmy had, like, so many memories. And Fairy version, maybe I should give him an eyelash. What do you think? Maybe too much? Maybe too much. Where did I put that rubber? Yeah, I used to like Coca-Cola until I found out it was doing my stomach in. I can't drink Coca-Cola anymore or have any snacks with it anymore because apparently it's a very acidic drink. Doesn't matter if you take the sugar out, it is still a very acidic drink and I cannot handle it. So I am going to do my own version of a Fairy Timmy. He'll start off as a kid again, so Perry and Wanda and Cosmo will have to raise a Timmy again, but it will be a fairy version. Yeah, I'm trying to do the show's hands. It's not easy to do this show's hands because they do very cartoonish. Anywho. I might have mucked up the ear a bit. Just give me a minute. Alright, and because they're going to be definitely hijinks, like a story idea, but we have to do Fairy Timmy, so I think, because I like some other people's versions, so I'm just doing from what I've seen. I haven't seen it in a while, but I know there was an also episode where Timmy actually wished to be a fairy once, but it wasn't a permanent solution, permanent fixture. Just some ideas to give him his own wand to figure that out. But I have this idea, like a flower pops up. Of course, then Annie Timmy would have to show up as well, but that's not going to show up normally because like I remember when Floop first showed up, it was a big deal. And it's like, so I feel like it would be a big deal because the fairy kid hasn't been brought in, and it's like a new thing because it was a big deal when Poof first came in, which is now Perry. Perry is now that, so hence my little sketches here. I feel like if there was to be a fairy Timmy based around, so he has all the memories of when he was a kid with Wanda and Cosmo, and they'll have to raise a new thing, and so it's like they'll be raising a new kid with Hazel. It'll be interesting because I think fairy kids take a while to age. Same with anyway, so it's my little fairy Timmy there I'm drawing because I was having some fun. Anywho, so this one I'm going with more, he has to have blue hair because in some cases your eye color matches the hair color your fairy version has. Drogon's the only difference because of when he met so Fairy Timmy would probably have blue hair because of his eyes are blue. So, like, whenever human Timmy shows up in the picture, because I'm feeling like there'll be a human Timmy, but a grown-up version. Fairy Timmy is a kid, which will be interesting. He has to learn how to use his magic and everything, but I feel like the universe would say they need to keep a Fairy Timmy around because you'll help Jordan keep up the rules or something, or help with any huge messes, like help other fairy god kids and stuff like that, but he still has to learn how to do his magic and stuff, and he'll be like the hero of fairy world, or sort of. I don't know, I was just spitballing some ideas. And of course we have to keep his pink. Fairy Timmy. Just spitting, filling the ideas, but I've loved everyone's little IU ideas. There's been so many good ones with Timmy because we all want to see Timmy again. I'm nearly finished. I might have to pause this to fix up some bits. Give me a minute. And I ended up doing some scribbles, but yeah, sorry about rambling on constantly. But I feel like there'd be human Timmy, and then like just to be thankful, give something back to Wanda and Cosmo, and poof, they get a fairy kid version of Timmy or something to raise up. I don't know, it was just a little idea.